class has been delayed. All right. Technical issues from behind. All right. And seeing that the good thing is that we've been able to resolve it, and here we are live. So sorry about that. With it being said, let's hop straight into the class. Okay. So we have ECE, all right, 112. Okay, see what it looks like. I think, yep. Yeah, I think it's better this way. Okay. So we have ECE 112. That is the course code. And in today's class, we'll be talking about, all right, the course is all about, all right, just like what the thumbnail says. It says a concept to what? The concept to early child, all right, education. Okay, I think I need to adjust that a bit. Okay. Yeah. So the concept. So we're talking about. Before we talk about the concept, all right, let's talk about. We said early childhood education. Okay. Now, when we say childhood, all right. We first will identify what it means to be a child. Okay. Now, to identify this, we're going to be looking at some certain definitions. All right. Some certain definitions. Okay. Just a moment. I think I might need to adjust that a bit. I think. Okay. Now, according to National Child Welfare Policy, National Child Welfare Policy of 1989, all right, a child is anybody, all right, who is 12 years or below, all right, anybody, all right, who is what, 12 years below, all right, according to the National Child Welfare Policy. A child is anybody who is 12 years below. Okay? Now, a child in Nigeria is considered to be anybody on this part of the world all right, Nigeria, all right, anybody below 18 is referred to as a child. Okay? Now, these are two different things. Hope you're observing. According to what? The National Child Welfare Policy of 1989, anyone who's below 12 is a child. All right? But in Nigeria here, this part of the world, anyone below 18, so please don't interswitch, don't mix it up. Anyone who is below 18 is said to be a child. Now, let's proceed. Now, Nigerian law also regards anybody below 18 as a child, referred to as minor. All right, Nigerian law says below 18 equals to minor. Okay, now there are three ways to what classifying childhood. All right, there are three ways: early, mid, and all right, childhood itself. Okay, now we have the early childhood period. All right, early childhood period is generally referred as the period. All right, the period, okay, from birth till about age 5 or 6. All right, early childhood, early childhood, all right, is generally, all right, referred to the period at about, all right, till from birth till about age of 5 or 6. All right, from birth, all right, to age 5 or 6. Okay, early childhood seen as the period from birth till about age 5 or 6. Okay, now we have that as that. Now let's proceed. Now, organization, all right, quickly, in the light of this, let's take note of the following abbreviations. All right, let's take note of the following abbreviations. Okay, so we have OMEP. Okay, now OMEP simply stands for, it's an acronym for Organisation Mondiale pour, all right, Organization of what? Mondial pour Education Prescolia. All right, that was a lot. Okay, but let's still observe it. All right, organization. Okay, organization. All right, we have mondial. All right, organization mondial pour. Okay, mondial pour. We have le education. All right, education. Okay, preschoolia. Pre. All right, pre what? Pre. Okay, there's an I. All right, preschool. Now let me write this correctly. Preschoolia. All right, that is the OMEP, Organisation Mondiale. All right, Mondial pour. All right, education, education pro. All right, preschoolia. All right, we also have the National Association of the Education of Young People. That is NAEYC. NAEYC. Yeah, the national. I think I need to put this in silent so we don't get distracted. Just a moment. Okay. Now, we have National Association for the Education. For the what? The education. All right. Education of young children. Of young children. All right. NEYC. The National Association for the Education of Young Children. So we have that as that. Now let's proceed. We also have EYE, Early Years Educations. EYE. All right. Yeah. Early years. All right. Education. All right. Early years education. EYE. All right. Now, let's talk about some terminologies. All right. Some certain terminologies we're going to be dissecting right away. Now, let's start with what we call daycare or playground. All right. We have the daycare. All right. Supposed to be together. All right. Now, when we say daycare or playground, this is said to be an establishment. All right. An establishment for children. Okay. Below the age of 3. All right. An establishment for children below the age of 3. All right. Daycare, playground. All right. I think more of daycare. Playground can also generally be used for a place whereby children come to play or have fun. Or daycare, I think this definition suits daycare more. Right. Playground can also be slotted in. All right, I think it suits daycare the most. Okay. Now there are many of them. All right. We have more of daycare in urban. All right. Developed areas, in urban areas. That's where we have them the most. Daycare. All right. So we have that as that. Now, working mother use daycare as a safe place to what keep their children while they are at work. All right. All right. A safe abode. All right. A safe abode for children of working mothers. All right, it's said to be what? A safe abode. A safe abode slash place. All right, for children working mothers. All right, a safe abode for children of working mothers. All right. Now it can be home-based or what? Center-based. All right. It can be home-based. That's there. It can be home-based or center-based. Also, we have the crèche or the crèches. All right. We have crèche. Crèche. We have crèche as a crèche. Now, when we say crèche, okay, what are we talking about? Right? It's also for children below 3 years. Right? for children below 3 years. For children below 3 years. All right. They are usually available within the campuses of tertiary institution, hospitals, all right, markets or big factories. All right. Crèches, all right, is more of like a daycare too. All right, but now is that this is a little bit attached. All right, you find them more, all right, in campuses, tertiary institutions, hospital, marketplaces, or factories. All right, and we have schools too that runs crèche. All right, now, but basically the thing here is that it is basically for children below the age of 3. Okay, so we have that as that. Now we have the nursery school. All right, nursery, all right, which is also known as all right, this nursery school is also referred to as pre-primary. All right, pre-primary school. Okay, pre-primary school. All right, when we say pre-primary, all right, this is a school, all right, that children, all right, that are not yet eligible for primary schools, they are, all right, this is where they fall under. All right, before children are eligible for primary school, they have to go through nursery school. Right, nursery school is one stage that prepares children, right, for primary school. Okay, now, and children between the age of 3 and 5. All right, children between the age of 3 and 5. 3 to 5 children. All right, 3 to 5. So we have that as that. Now we have kindergarten. All right, the kindergarten. Okay, kinder. All right, garten. Okay, now this is usually referred to the school of children. All right, school of children between 5 and 6 years. All right, 5 to 6 years. Kindergarten. All right, 5 to 6 years. All right, that is children who are about to enter primary school. All right, set up for primary school. All right, so let's say after, all right, the nursery school, we have the pre-primary. All right, the nursery is the pre-primary. So after the pre-primary or nursery school, nursery, then we have the kindergarten. All right, so from the kindergarten, children can move to primary school. All right, so we have that as that. Now let's proceed. All right, before a child, gets primary school, such a child will have completed, all right, nursery at least. All right, they are moved to the kindergarten, or if not the kindergarten, as the case may be, in this part of Nigeria, after nursery school, most places, all right, there are some places that after the nursery school, children go to kindergarten. All right, but it might not really work like that in some cases. But the standard thing is that after nursery, child is to attend kindergarten. All right, then after kindergarten, it goes straight into primary. All right, not from nursery to primary straight away. Okay, so we have that is that. Now, the national policy on education referred to as pre-primary education as education given in educational institution to what children age 5, age 3 to 5 plus prior to entering the primary school. All right, that's according to the national policy on education. All right, talked about pre-primary. All right, it's what we have been discussing on what pre-primary is all about. Preparation of children between the age 3 to 5 so they can get set for primary school. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's proceed. Now, when we say primary school, what age are we considering? Now, we have primary education. Still, the national policy on education refer to primary education as the education given in an in educational institution to children between age 6 to 12. All right, given to them between age 6 to 11. All right, primary. All right, primary education. Now, that's NPE. All right, that's the national policy on education. All right, refer to primary education as the education given in what education given in an educational institute to children between the age of 6 to 11. All right. In an educational institute, and it's what education given to children in educational institute between the age of 5 to 11. All right. So we have that as that. Now, all right, but in some cases, just like what the environment society is saying, all right, it's not under 5 to 11. Now it is what? 5 to 12. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's proceed. Now, it might interest you to know that brain development have emphasized that the period between 0 and 5 years is what the critical, all right, the critical of all areas of development. All right, critical of all areas of development. All right, is between the age of 0 to 5. All right, this is the critical, all right, the critical area of development. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, let's talk about some importance of primary education. All right, some importance of primary educations. Now we have first, it does what? To effect a smooth transition from home to school. All right, there's a transition from home, all right, to school. Changing a child's environment from the point at which she's at home and does things at home, and now a child is going to meet people to see its own kind of people in his own set, in his category. All right, so it does what? It helps what? A child, all right, smooth transition onto school. Now, it also prepare a child for primary level education. Okay, now as well as it does adequate care and supervision. Okay, adequate care and supervision for children while their parents are at work. All right, all these are essential important for pre-primary. All right, pre-primary, pre-primary, all right, education. All right, we talked about adequate care, all right, smooth transition, all right, smooth transition, all right, inculcating social norms, all right, inculcating social norms, all right, it's a very good point of learning. Inculcating is when your child learn a lot of things. Don't forget we said the formative stage. Oh my goodness, sorry, let me just get my lamp. And we sure good to go. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Okay, let me change the sitting position. So reflecting on the book. Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay, so I said advantage of the importance, some of the importance of pre-primary education, all right, is that it serves as a what? It provides adequate care for children, all right, of working mothers. Okay, it also what? It's also a time, all right, it ensures smooth transition, all right, for the child. All right, also this is a time whereby social norms are being inculcated. All right, social norms are being inculcated. Okay, so we have that as that. So that's very few of them. All right, now the foundation for now primary foundation, now primary education now, all right, serves as what? The foundation for permanent literacy and numeracy. All right, the foundation for permanent what? Literacy and numeracy is laid at the primary education level. All right, primary education level, what? The foundation, all right, the foundation of literacy and numeracy. All right, not the permanent foundation. All right, the permanent, all right, is laid, all right, during the primary education. All right, this is where your child can get it correctly or get it wrong. All right, at this stage, all right, that the child's foundation for literacy and numeracy is being laid, and it's very crucial. Okay, it's very crucial. It can make or mar the child's understanding about numeracy and literacy. Okay, so we have that as that. In other words, the ability to read and write and do some calculations is developed, all right, at the primary, at what? Primary school level. Now, a French philosopher named Voltaire, all right, a French philosopher, all right, named Vol, all right, Voltaire said something, all right. He asked a question, and he said the question he asked was, who will lead the world? All right, who will lead the world? That is question I quote. Who will lead the world? Now, he then gave an answer to that question he asked. He said, those who know how to what? Read and write will lead the world. All right, he said, and I quote, all right, those who can read and write. All right, those are the people that will lead the world. What are we saying in essence? If the foundation stage of a child's ability to comprehend numeracy and literacy is faulty, then such a child finds it so difficult for the rest of his life, or the rest of our life, comprehending these two things. All right, so it's a very crucial stage of a child's life, very crucial stage of a child's educational life. All right, so we have that as that. Now, let's talk about, all right, and in this level, now in this level has attracted so much budget, all right, from the government, all right, as the government can foresee, all right, how important, all right, it's apparent to the government how important this level is, all right, and the government spends so much investment, all right, on this to ensure that children at this level get the best of education, all right. So we have that. So some of the goals, okay, some of the goals of this primary education, we have inculcate permanent literacy and numeracy ability. Okay, we have developed the child's ability to adapt, all right, changing environments, provide the child with basic tools for further educational advancement. All right, so thank you very much, everyone. I believe we have been able to gain 18 or 2 in today's class. Okay, so let's do well to bring our notes up to date. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in subsequent tutorials. Bye bye.